In the chill of this air, I am painfully lost like a deer in the lights of an oncoming bus. For the thrill of your touch, I will shamefully lust as you tell me we're nothing but trouble. Hearts on fire tonight, feel my bones ignite. Feels like war, war, feels like war, war. Hearts on fire tonight, feel my bones ignite. Feels like war, war, feels like war, war. We go together or we don't go down at all. We go together or we don't go down at all. We go together or we don't go down at all. Fail safe trigger lockdown call, wipe the dry clean slate. Quick sound the alarm, no escape from the truth and the weight of it all. I am caught in the web of a lie, and the picture of it all is that I'm running from the desire of the people to whom I belong. At the end of the day, you can tell me I'm wrong, 'cause you went to all of this trouble. Hearts on fire tonight, feel my bones ignite. Feels like war, war,
doing it.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
And that looks a lot more like a you thing. You.
Jim Bob drinks his coffee with a Pall Mall and a Keystone. Sits out on his front porch with his flea-infested dogs. Caught a little shrapnel from some boom boom in his knee bone. Pops a half a Percocet to keep the hurting off. And they say, Jim Bob, go to work, quit living for the buzz. Jim Bob, go to church, but Jim Bob never does. We don't wanna see you waste your life away. He lights another cigarette and all he's got to say is, all I wanna do until they lay my body down. Take my pills, pay my bills, blow the rest all on some crown. Fill this Boone and Crockett holler, we country boy can't survive. Get fucked up on my back 40, point my pistol to the sky, make it go pow pow pow. Somebody gotta go wow wow wow. That boy's got some demons, he's a heathen. Put him in a pew, he needs some Jesus now now now. I don't know how or when it will be. All I know is I'm gonna live this redneck life until it kills me. Jim Bob's got his name already written on some granite. Main Street Cemetery underneath that water oak. He says he never seen it cause he hates them city limits. In the back of a black Cadillac's the only way he'll go, and he goes, all I wanna do until they lay my body down. Take my pills, pay my bills, blow the rest all on some crown. Fill this Boone and Crockett holler, we country boy can't survive. Get fucked up on my back 40, point my pistol to the sky, make it go pow pow pow. Somebody gotta go wow wow wow. That boy's got some demons, he's a heathen. Put him in a pew, he needs some Jesus now now now. I don't know how or when it will be. All I know is I'm gonna live this redneck life until it kills me.
He's not the guy. He's not the guy.
All I wanna do until they lay my body down. Take my pills, pay my bills, blow the rest all on some crown. Fill this Boone and Crockett holler, we country boy can't survive. Get fucked up on my back 40, point my pistol to the sky, make it go pow pow pow. Somebody gotta go wow wow wow. That boy's got some demons, he's a heathen. Put him in a pew, he needs some Jesus now now now. I don't know how or when it will be. All I know is I'm gonna live this redneck life until it kills me.
It was definitely a you thing.
I still don't know what that means.
How bad, dude?
Found you when your heart was broke. I filled your cup until it overflowed. Took it
place is gonna be. Unbelievable. We got it for 3 days, all to ourselves. There's not gonna be a single fucking soul here. So we can take a little time off, relax, get lost.
Oh, honey, I hope you make lots of friends at school today. You look so handsome.
Hello, Thurman. It's your first day of school.
Aw, Mom.
Bye. Have fun.
You know I'm not like the other kids. I'm weird. And my pants are too tight.
Situations are irrelevant now. She loves the way that I tease. I love the way that she breathes. I touched her, she touched mine. It was the craziest thing. I love the girls who hate to love because they're just like me. A certain girl, she took my hand and ran it up her thigh. She licked her lip and pulled my hair. I fall in love for the night. She can't behave, and I don't care who I might hurt along the way. I'm fucking sinking into every word. I don't care if you're lying when I'm drinking. So tell me pretty lies, look me in my face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. And you can leave me on and leave these questions in my sheets. I'm under it. I made my bed and I'm still wondering.
I'm wondering why do all the monsters come out at night? Why do we sleep where we want to hide? Why do I run back to you like I don't mind if you fuck up my life? Why am I a sucker for all your lies? Strung out like laundry on every line. Why do I come back to you like I don't mind if you
this town, it's so washed up, and all my friends don't give a fuck. They'll tell me that it's just bad luck. When will I find where I fit in? Remember when I tried? I never strayed too far from you. Forever by your side. No matter what I was going through. But now I never know the things to say to you to help me prove that I'm still on your side. Never show just what you do to me, as I'm what's always wrong. I hate this town, it's so washed up, and all my friends don't give a fuck. So tell me that it's just bad luck. When will I find where I fit in? I hate this town, 'cause no one can understand. I just can't be tied down. Nothing comes between me and my plans. So now I never know the things to say to you to help me prove that I'm still on your side. Never show just what you do to me, 'cause I'm what's always wrong. I hate this town, it's so washed up, and all my friends don't give a fuck. So tell me that it's just bad luck. When will I find where I fit in? And don't believe a word they're telling to you. Don't believe a word they're telling to you. They let me down. When will I find where I fit in? I hate this town. Will come and never bring me down. Everything I had to turn it back around. 'Cause our times were something bigger than both you and me. I can't live my life always backing down. I gotta do this right, then they can't make a sound. 'Cause I'm not here for nothing. At least I can say I stand for something. You and me, we stand for something. I hate this town, it's so washed up, and all my friends don't give a. They let me down. When will I find where I fit in? I hate this town.
You like D&D, Audrey Hepburn, Fangoria, Harry Houdini, and croquet. You can't swim, you can't dance, and you don't know karate. Face it, you're never gonna make it.
I don't want to make it. I just wanna.
Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. I never want to let you down or have you go
something in your eye.
tears. I'm not feeling this situation. Run away, try to find that safe place you can't hide. It's the best place to be when you're feeling like all these things I hate revolve around me. Just back up before I snap. Once more you tell those lies to me. Why can't you just be straight up with honesty? When you say those things in my ear, why do you always tell me what you wanna hear? Oh yeah. Wear your heart on your sleeve, make things hard to believe. I'm not feeling this situation. Run away, try to find that safe place.
Are we having counseling right now?
Where's the late night therapy session?
Okay, well, our relationship doesn't need therapy.
I didn't say our relationship needed therapy.
Oh, my cupcakes are all like.
Just please don't spill your milk on my fucking $3,000 PC. Just shove it right in there, babe. Can you take... You know it's not wrong to take a bite out of something.
Oh yeah. That's good.
No, she's gonna hate me when I pay for fry school. She's gonna fucking hate it.
I hate you. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do hate you a little bit for doing that. Just because you can raise a daughter, and I have to think of it this way. If shit drops and I did that for like Ray or Christian, like I would do the same thing. It's like me coming into your life as like Raylan as a 4-year-old. How you came into Riley's life, right? But it's a little different. Well, not really, because I have more money than Tracy because I know that I'm not gonna work somewhere just because I like people. I'm gonna work somewhere wherever you're gonna pay my fucking bills. Do I have a mom and dad that spoiled the fuck out of me? Of course I did. Still fucking do. So I do that with my stepkids. I pay for... Why do you keep looking at that?
It's chat. Don't worry, that's just the bot.
But like, it's at the point where like I would do the same thing for like the boys. But in the same way, I don't believe that you should. I know it's gonna... It makes you feel a type of way, like, haha, bitch, kind of way.
Well, I mean, yeah, does it make me...
But I don't want to make Riley not feel like she's important.
Well, Riley's always, like I've told you before, Riley's always going to be a big part of my life. She's my little munchkin. Like, I still feel like she
didn't come from your swimming sperm.
No, but she still feels like my first child.
And Raylan didn't come from my ovaries, and I still feel like Raylan and Christian are still, like...
So you have to understand to some degree where I'm at.
I just think it's a little... To me, it's like I'm trying to understand because she's not a little girl.
You've been in Raylan and Christian's life for 7 months. I was in her life for 14 fucking years. 15. Going on 50. Okay? I raised her. I gave her a home. I gave her food, clothes.
Yeah, because her own fucking mom won't.
I paid for her extracurriculars.
Her mom won't, Chris. That's the problem.
I get that.
And I get
that. But like, I have a significant investment, both financially and emotionally, into this child.
So then, what you need to do is...
I don't need to be told what I need to do about it. And I'm not saying that in a mean way, and I'm not trying to be mean about it. But I'm going to explain something to you. I don't need to be told about how I need to handle the situation when it comes to my daughter.
I wasn't even going to say anything about Riley. It was going to be about Tracy, but...
Well, I'm just saying.
I already explained myself that I could be a little upset about it, but I would never want to hurt somebody's future as a girl like that because of her parents. You don't treat somebody by how they were because of what is like... I'm not gonna make you be really rude and mean to Riley because her mom and her dad are fuck ups. Like I'm not, because I wouldn't like that to like to Kennedy or something, you know. But I feel like you need to drop Tracy, like everything. I don't believe that you should pay for car insurance. I don't believe that you should pay for health insurance. I don't even believe that you should pay for that fucking house. Do I believe why you're paying for the house is for your 3 kids to live there? Of course. But they gotta see their mom fall and realize mom really is fucking supporting us. It's actually dad from underneath the curtains that nobody else can see.
Well, what I can do is once Tracy's done, or I can tell Tracy, you know, like tell her like how much is left on my phone, right? Figure out that, pay the rest of my phone off, which is probably like a couple $100. It's really probably not that much. Pay the rest of my phone off, right? As much as I don't want to do this, I can take my phone once it's paid off to Rita and switch everything over, and she can give me a credit on my phone because I'm switching carriers, right?
Okay.
Once I do that, then I can call her and be like, just an FYI, you no longer have car insurance. Riley does, but you don't. We're done there.
What's happening?
It's just telling me that it's making changes. So, can I do that? Absolutely, I can do that. Yeah.
I mean, everything.
Oh, yeah.
I do not believe that you need to pay for that house. I think you need to take it to court.
Well, you have to understand something. And I know you don't get it. And I'm going to keep trying to explain this to you in a way that you might understand. But clearly you're not getting it.
You just make me sound like an asshole on here.
I am not letting her try to take over the house because she'll lose it in the first 3 months.
But I get that. But how else are you supposed to let her fall and figure her shit out if you keep it?
That is my house.
So you're just gonna pay for the house. That's the only thing you'll pay for. You will not pay for cars.
She has to pay me.
But she will not pay car insurance. She will not pay phone. Nothing.
She has to pay me for the house. In order for her to stay in the house, she has to pay me for the house. That's the deal. Like, this is the deal that we have, and if she doesn't stick to it, then I don't pay for the house.
So when did this deal go into effect? Has it?
Well,
because I don't know of any money being transferred to you from her.
She should have paid me in February with the fucking money that she was given for the house payment for February. She didn't.
And she told you that she said that you told her to keep the money.
Which I don't remember doing that. I don't remember.
I am fine with you doing that. But I feel like you need to. I feel like the insurance needs to come off. Like, she's your ex. That's it. Like, the kids, I don't care. But if you take this summer job, how are you going to keep them on insurance, boys?
Medicare. You can apply for Medicare. It's fine. It's not like it's a huge deal. Like, it can be done. They got to be on Medicare for 3 months. It's like, it's not like a big deal.
I'm just saying, like, it's like she's gonna think like you can take care of them the whole rest of your life. Like, you'll always have her back and all this stuff. Like, if she really cries and whines about it, you're gonna do it.
If it comes to the kids.
Okay, but the animals, the car, the electric.
I already told her. Okay. I didn't tell you this. We had a conversation, me and her.
Why are you not telling me shit?
Because it wasn't any of your
business. Okay.
But me and her had a conversation.
When?
About a week ago.
Face to face or on the phone?
No, on the phone.
At work?
No. Here.
When I was at work?
Yep.
Okay.
But I told her, I'm like, you know what? Me and you are just done. And if it ain't about the kids, we don't need to have a conversation about it. I'm like, and that's when she told me about the Mike thing.
Oh, okay.
You never fucking talk to Mike. You never say hi to him. And it's not my job to appease him. That's not my job. That's your job. He's your boyfriend. He ain't my boyfriend. I don't have to fucking appease him. But that's when I told her, I'm like, listen, There's multiple times this man has had a chance to just even say hi. Like when I'm shoveling your fucking snow at the house, or when we're at the soccer games. He could say fucking hi to me too, and he refuses to do it. It is not a me problem, it is a him problem. Well, you know, I understand you don't like him. No, I don't fucking like him. It is not my job to like him. I don't have to like him. I can fucking hate him 6 ways from Sunday. And that's...
Well, you never told her she had to like me, right?
And that's my fucking right. My right is to fucking hate him, and I don't fucking like him. I don't like him because
But you never told her that she had to like me when we started.
Never did. But what she doesn't get...
Go on with this conversation.
But what she doesn't understand and what she doesn't get is I don't like him. It's not that I don't like him because she's dating her. I don't like him because the motherfucker mean mugs me the whole fucking time. He has no interest in my kids except for the fake interest that he gives all the time. My kids don't really like him that much. Like, there's reasons.
They don't talk about Mike like they do, like they talk about me to Tracy. Raylan says that he wants to come watch a movie with Miss Jess, and he wants to get popcorn and stuff. You don't hear him say, I want to go to Mom's house and play games with Mike.
They've been together almost, 3 months now? I have not one time ever heard Mr. Mike come out of their mouth.
Nope. Yes.
No, yeah.
Yes, but it was just Christian saying, well, Mr. Mike came over, and we had game night or some shit like that. Like, but it wasn't
But
like...
one time.
Yeah, it wasn't like Mr. Mike, Mr. Mike, Mr. Mike. Like, I hear a lot of me and Miss Jess. Like, I hear my name come out a lot over there. A lot.
It's just not the same thing. Like, it's not even remotely close to the same thing. Like, I don't like him for good reason. She thinks I fucking hate him just because, oh, well, he's dating me, so you fucking hate it.
I told her I don't want to talk about him. I feel like
okay.
Oh, you can like see me straight up right now. Well, this makes kind of a lot of sense now.
So...
This kind of makes sense why you guys kind of went off on Saturday. But okay, keep going. I want to know what she said. What'd she say?
So, like, my whole thing, that's, like, what my whole thing is, like, she thinks I don't like the dude because they're dating. It's like, no, I don't like the dude because he fucking mean mugs me all the time, and I want to slap the fucking taste out of his mouth. I've hit people in the face for less than what he's fucking doing. Okay? Let's start with that. Number 2, you clearly will not man up and be a part of like a family dynamic like you should. Like, you're clearly just not going to do that. 3, she put the third one on there. Oh, you just want to watch movies and shit with her? You don't want to take her out and stuff? Okay, so basically you're telling me, that tells me you don't want to have a relationship with my ex-wife. You just want to fuck her all the time. Okay, which makes me, which is fine. You want to fuck her? Go ahead and have at it. Problem I have with that is, you have no intention on having any kind of relationship with my kids.
Is she's contradicting herself because she used to tell you that that's gonna hurt the kids if I leave, if I do this. But honestly, I don't think it's gonna hurt them if Mike leaves because he ain't giving a shit about it. But still,
he's just not getting involved.
Yeah.
You know, he's just not getting involved in their life. And like, that's
his 2 daughters don't like Tracy. I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either. They never come around her.
It was funny. Raylan's always around me. Christian comes right up to me like, I just don't get it for an older person like that. Why would you not? But like, what was the conversation on the phone? Like, you said
I'm not
that
gonna,
and how she was
I'm not
hurt.
gonna knock. Maybe the dude's a good dad for his kids, but he has no interest in being
His
a
kids are
stepdad.
overweight. He feeds them pancakes and French toast for dinner and shit, and gives them lollipops. He bitched at his daughter the day of the game because she spent $2 on a push pop. He's like, that was $2, really?
Well, my thing is like, he might be a good dad. Like, his one daughter that actually speaks to people, she's like, my dad's such a good dad. And I'm like, I'm not knocking. Like, in my head, I'm like, honey, I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that your dad's probably a good dad to you guys. But my problem is he's not going to be a good stepdad to my kids. Like, because at the end of the day, like, if you're going to stick around, like, you're going to have to stepdad the fuck out of my kids. I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be a difficult fucking task. Because Christian does not give a fuck about you at all. Like, you are a foregone conclusion to my son. Because that is my son. And he will, I'm pretty sure, if he tried to fucking, like, dad it up with Christian would probably look at him straight in the face and be like, you're not my dad, bro. Like, sorry. Like, you're just not my dad. Raylan might be different, but
you don't think that Christian would do it just so his mom doesn't yell at him or something? 'Cause, you know,
oh, he would do it. He would do it.
Because he does. I think he gets scared of Tracy's reaction at certain things.
Oh yeah, but like there would be a point, like Christian's 13, right? So he's getting to that point. Like at some point he's gonna be 15, 16 years old, and he would look like if Mike's still around at that point, which I'm pretty sure he's not going to. Like at this point, I'm almost absolutely certain that like if it makes it to the end of the year, I'm gonna be really fucking surprised. And you know what? I hope I'm surprised. I really am for her. I really hope I'm just really fucking surprised that she settles for this guy.
What do you think? What do you think he'll do anything for his birthday?
Maybe another $25 Metacard.
When I asked Christian, I was like, I think it was the day me and Christian went out shopping or whatever. I was like, you know, where do you get those gift cards you guys want for your PCs and stuff? He's like, what do you mean, what gift cards? I'm like, well, that Mr. Mike got you and like some of your cousins or whatever got you. And he was like, oh, what he got me? It's like $20-$25 gift card for whatever. He's
Yeah,
like,
you got him a $25.
that.
Yeah, you got him a $25 Meta gift card. Like the dude's gonna do the bare minimum.
I bought your son a $500 bow.
That's why everybody got pissed. Like, that's why everybody got pissed. It's because Homeboy did, like, literally, like, I seen the look on his face when I brought it in. He had that look, like, what the fuck? I'm like, what, bro?
What do you think? But I think he thought it was from you at first. But I like what you said.
Well, I already bought him his new bike.
But but he doesn't
Which
know that.
he doesn't know that because I gave him his bike, like, 2 days before that.
Technically, in his mind, it doesn't look like you got Christian anything. But you did.
Yeah, I spent
But he
$500 on a fucking bike
But he
for
doesn't
him.
know that. But then, like, for that to walk in and say this is from my girlfriend to you. Like,
No, I told
I'm
Christian.
pretty sure Tracy was pissed about it.
I told Christian in the middle of everybody, I'm like, I got your bike, Miss Jess got you this. I'm like, the new bike that you got was for me and Grandpa Ken. I'm like, this is from Jess. Because he's like, oh, thanks, Dad. I'm like, no, don't thank me. I'm like, I didn't get you this. Miss Jess got you this. I got you your bike, and me and Grandpa got you your bike, your new bike. And I said that in the middle of everybody, and I know that motherfucker heard it. I'm like, yeah, we between me and you, we spent $1,000 on that kid for his birthday. He spent $25, and his mom didn't get him shit.
First of all, I spent a lot more money on your kid than I have in the last 7 months.
We spent about $1,000 between between Tracy and Mike. They spent $25.
Yeah, Tracy still hasn't gotten him nothing.
She ordered his survival kit for $18.95. That's what she got him.
Okay, but can I hate her for it? Yes. Can I knock her down for it? No, because your son likes certain things. So, like, if that's what he picked out.
Yeah, but here's my problem. This is something I'm really, really struggling with. I just gave you $2,000 right before his birthday. You're telling me You don't know what to buy your son for his birthday, number one, okay? I know what to buy my son for his birthday. I know a million things I can buy my son for his
Because
birthday.
he tells you.
I just know my son well enough to know what he likes.
Do you believe that he's understanding that mom doesn't have the money in the world
I
like
gave-
we do? Where
I gave her
he doesn't know that though.
He doesn't, but I do.
Right.
I gave you $2,000, $2,000.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Christian doesn't know that you gave Tracy that. But in Christian's mind, without knowing that, he knows Miss Jess and Dad will get me what I asked for because that's just how it's been since I've known him. He knows Mom probably struggles. Mom goes to the Dollar General constantly every single other fucking day. He knows his mom cannot afford it. So I think he knows deep down he's not going to put his mom in that kind of situation. Like, he probably was like, Mom, how much can I spend or something? Like, he probably was asking that.
He probably
Because he doesn't want disapproval from her. And that's why he wouldn't let us cut his hair.
But my point is you as a parent, right? Like, should know what your child likes. Like, you should show interest enough in your child to know at least 3 things that they like. Okay? I think that's fair from any standpoint. What?
She said it's kind of hard, to be honest. Just gave a good night, Jess and Chris.
What?
Did I just get a good night, Jess and Chris?
Have.
I have a feeling that, like, Christian, I don't know. Now that we're talking about, I feel like Christian. What is this? What is this cord?
For my massager on my chair.
I just have a feeling, like, now talking about this. What?
Did you just throw my cord?
It's up behind you.
Mm.
What am I gonna do?
Did I just throw your cord? I just believe, like, now talking about this, I feel like, I hope she doesn't dog on him when she picks him up from here. Like, Christian, tell me what happened. What'd you guys do? What was it? Like, I just hope that...
Well, she tells me, she's like, I'll never interrogate my kids. Which I know she does. I know she does, because fucking, she knows things. She tells me about things that I know that Christian Raylan wouldn't openly tell her about. Like, the whole, like, buying them stuff shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, she knows that we bought them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if she didn't ask certain questions, she would know why we bought them. Or
Like,
where we bought them.
the riding gear that day, like, she didn't know where we were going. So I bet you when Christian got back... Well, no, Christian didn't get back. We took him to soccer. She was probably like, what'd you get from Dad? Where'd you go when you were with Dad? Like...
Oh, she asked.
Mm-hmm.
She asked. She doesn't interrogate. Like, don't act like don't act like I'm fucking stupid. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I will tell you my one thing I do get pleasure on is when Raylan, like, is obsessed with me in front of her.
Well,
And I love that little girl's obsessed with me too, because she don't run up to you no more, Tracy. She seen me, ran right fucking up to me, past you and Mike.
Well,
gave me a hug.
So, but like, to finish my point about his birthday, as a parent, you should always know at least 3 things that your kids are interested in, right?
And normally Christmas and their birthdays is when you actually go out and actually get those things.
That should be a fair assessment on any parent's regard. You should know at least 3 things that you're...
Well, you know Christian likes Legos. You know Christian likes PC
I like
stuff.
his Legos, his dinosaurs, and his RC cars.
Yep.
I can keep fucking going, but those are the 3 main things that I know. Like, I know that he likes listening to his music, so I can get him headphones.
Which, by the way, I'm really curious where my $300 headphones are at that house.
Well, we're gonna figure that part out. So like, I could get him headphones, or, you know, he still likes riding. You know, he goes outside and rides his bike, so I can get him something for his.
What a cool tool set.
I can get him something for his bike, like I can get him like a water holder, so he can drink some. But listen to me, listen.
Okay.
So I get him a water holder for his bike. he likes to have his tools. He has my tools and he uses my tools,
Yeah,
but I
you
could
can
get him a
go Home Depot and
toolkit.
get him a kid toolkit, like a starter kit of tools.
And he just got a toolkit. He just got a toolkit.
From who?
My dad. For Christmas.
Oh, okay. But that could have been something from his mother.
But, you know, you can buy him tools. More tools.
Gift card to Lowe's or Home Depot so you can go pick out his own tools.
But like there's more. I mean, like I can keep fucking going, but she's like, oh, you know, I just really don't know what he likes, and I didn't know what he wanted, so I didn't get him anything. Well,
You don't know what your kids eat either, apparently.
I'm like, Amazon gift card, PlayStation gift card, Steam gift card. I mean, those are three I can think of right off the get go. Besides the things that he does like we could take him to the RC shop and get him some stuff for his car, or you know, you get a better set of headphones, or you get him some more
clothes,
some more dinosaur shit, clothes. Like you're you're telling me you couldn't come up with anything, not a single thing, and I gave you $2,000, $2,000. You couldn't spend $50.
And her bills are still behind.
They are, because I keep getting notified about it.
What, everything?
But right now, I think her DTE and her consumers are behind.
Those are the main things that keep your lights on at your house.
She'll pay it before the shut off. Like she always does. But like this is the shit that gets me. It's like, what are you gonna do? You gonna say the same shit when Raylan's birthday comes around? I just, you know, didn't know what to get him, so I didn't get him.
And what sucks if she goes like big for Raylan's birthday, that's gonna shit on Christian so bad. Regardless if Christian's not gonna show her, and like that would piss me off.
Christian's gonna have his ATV by the time the fucking, and I'll bring that motherfucker.
I'll bring the fucking dirt bike for Raylan. Say, here you go, happy birthday.
I'll load all the units on the fucking trailer and bring them all over.
Well, okay, they're not allowed in the park, but
no, but be like, here you go, here are your toys. If anybody says anything, I'll just, well, I can be like, well, I had to bring Raylan's, you know, dirt bike, but you know, it was already loaded up on the trailer with all the other units, so you know, just instead of fucking unloading it, trust me, I'll make an excuse. Well, you know, it was already on the trailer, you know, and I didn't really feel like unloading it and putting it in the truck, so I just decided to just hook it.
What are we getting Raylan for his birthday? Like,
I will one way or another find a way to get his dirt bike at least.
okay, but was there something we're gonna give him like there?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring his dirt bike.
But what if he gets it before that?
It'll just be here. I'll just bring it with us.
Well, he'll already see it.
Yeah, but everybody else won't see it.
But wouldn't you want to like hide it from him and like surprise him in front of everybody?
He already knows it's coming.
So is there like something else we could get him?
I mean, yeah, we could always get him something else.
Like a lime green chest protector.
His bike is
or blue
and
sorry.
white. Like,
oh yeah, he told me how Tracy got him a new soccer ball.
oh, and my mother-in-law thinks that if I get them new units, they're going to her property.
I do know that.
She assumes.
How do you know that?
The conversation that we had.
Why would she say?
Well, you know, they'd be happy at the property with just the units that they have. Oh, would they? Would they now? What, you thought they were taking their new ones there? That's cute. Because that's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's not remotely close to a thing. And it's not going to be a thing. Those are not your units. Those are my units. For my kids.
I'm sorry. Who's?
They're mine. For my kids.
Ours?
Ours, sorry. I know Ricky keeps like, he's like, you gotta stop saying mine all the time. And more ours. I'm like, yeah, I know.
because I love you. But 100%, you wouldn't be where you are right now if you did
No.
not have me.
No, and
100%.
I am always honest with people about that.
I'm just
all the
saying,
time.
like, I let you toot your own horn and say it's yours, 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 but
Oh, when I tell people that, I'm like, yeah, I just got a new side by side, and they're like, oh yeah, man, that's fucking sweet. How'd you pay for it? And I'm like, oh, I didn't. Like, I let everybody know. I'm like, I did not pay for that fucking thing. Jess did. I'm like, I got it. It's mine,
hours.
but I didn't pay for it.
Hours. Put hours in your vocabulary, please.
Trying, working on it.
Yeah.
Well, you have to understand, I was stuck in a
know, I
relationship
know.
for 14 years where like everything was mine.
I do see a difference in you with the whole thing with her, with like not helping. I've noticed she hasn't like even remotely texted you once this whole weekend that I know of.
No, she hasn't texted me at all.
When's the last time you actually talked to her? Like, not a text.
Scroll way down. Tuesday. When she said she was on her way in 10 minutes.
So finish this conversation that you guys had on the phone that I never knew about.
It was just like, can I pee first? No. Let me pee first.
Really? Can I pee first?
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick of sight without a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what
So I told her, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing the husband thing anymore. Right?
Whoa, okay, wait, okay, go. What? Say it again?
I told her I'm not doing the husband thing anymore, and she fucking went off a rocker.
Like what? What'd you say?
She's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I'm like, the whole like coming over and like taking the trash out, doing the dishes, cleaning the house, painting your walls, like, well, I never fucking asked you to do any of that shit. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I'm like, well, I know you didn't ask me to do it, but I did it. I'm like, I'm not saying that you're asking me to do it.
Paying for the animals.
For paying for the animal, you know. I'm like, you never asked me.
Calling me, crying. Sorry,
Oh, I didn't bring up that part, but I told her, I'm like, because she went off a rocker, thinking that like I'm trying to tell her that she asked me to do that, and then I did it, and then it's all her fault or whatever. I'm like, listen, Trace. I'm like, I know that you never asked me to do any of that shit, but I did do it. Okay, I did it for reasons that I did it. Whatever. I'm like, it had nothing to do with you, okay? Nothing to do with you asking, nothing to do with any of that shit. I'm like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that all that shit that I did, going and buying your painting your fucking house,
Food.
going and getting you food and medicine when you were sick, so that you could lay on the couch and watch your Netflix while I painted the house and shit. I'm like, all that shit's done. I'm like, done, gone, all of it. I'm like, don't expect none of that shit from me. I'm like, so I never fucking expected that from you in the first place. And I'm like, well, I'm telling you right now that you're not going to get any of it. Period. I'm like, the husband shit is gone. That's over. Then we got
Was
more.
this last week?
Yeah.
So after last soccer game, when we found out that her Netflix chilled.
No, this is after the Netflix and chill.
Okay, so it was last week. Okay.
So, and then I mentioned something about, I'm like, I just, I gotta mentally be like, I'm mentally separating myself from you, period. You know, I'm like, the therapist tells me I need to do it. She thinks you're manipulating me, and she's like, excuse me? And I'm like, well, she thinks that you're being manipulative. She's like, fuck her. She's like, I am not being manipulative. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm like, that's your opinion. I'm like, but professionals tell me something different, so I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I'm like, you wanted me to go to therapy. I'm in therapy. This is what I'm getting. What the fuck are you telling her? I'm like, everything, and I'm being perfectly honest with her about it. She went off the fucking deep end about that shit. So I told...
Well, keep going, because before that, you said you guys got in an argument. You said she went off the deep end and you guys started, like...
She went off the deep end on the fucking husband shit. I'm like, and I try to explain to her, I'm like, I don't know why you're getting pissed about that part. I'm like, I'm explaining to you that, like, I did that on my own. Like, I know I did that on my own. I'm like, so I don't know why you're getting so fucking pissed about it, because I know that I did that on my own.
She jumped to conclusions.
Yeah. So she thought it was, like, me coming at her about it. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm just letting you know now that that shit's gonna stop. Like, I ain't coming over to take out your trash. I'm not shoveling your fucking driveway. I'm not fucking doing this. I'm not doing that. Like, you are on your own now. Except for one thing. There's only one more thing I'm gonna do. It's because I promised Mitchell. Oh, the dumpster. I'm gonna have the dumpster taken over to the house so we can get all the fucking shit out. But I promised Mitchell I'd pay him to help me do it. So, at any rate, so that happened. Didn't like the manipulative part. And, she started yelling at me. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm like, from now on, if it ain't about the kids, we don't need to talk. How about that? I'm like, if you want to talk to me about the kids. I'm like, don't call me talking to me about anything else besides the kids. Because I'll just hang up the fucking phone. Because that's the first question I'm going to ask you. Basically leading into the whole don't call me crying shit. I'm like, if you call me and it's about the kids, one thing. I'm like, but if you start talking to me about something that doesn't have anything to do with the kids, I'm hanging up the fucking phone. I'm like, so just let's just do it about the kids. Well, you know, this is the problem. You know, we always do really good with co-parenting, and then something always sets it back. I'm like, we can co-parent without being friends or talking about shit. Like, at all. We don't have to talk. You and I don't have to talk. I'm like, you call me. I'm like, you and I only need to talk when it has to do something with the kids. I'm like, so let's just leave it at that. How about that? And like my mom was telling me, she's like, you know, you just need to get along. And I'm like, I can't get along with that woman. I'm like, she constantly wants to fucking start a fight. I'm like, I'm not letting her gaslight me anymore. I'm like, I am fucking fed up with it. I'm tired of it. I'm not dealing with it. I'm done dealing with the whole woe is me shit. I'm done dealing with the two-faced shit. I'm done with the lies. Like, I'm done with all that shit. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom, but I'm not doing it anymore. So, you know, like, and I know my mom likes Tracy and stuff like that, but it's like, you don't, like, she still doesn't get it. Like, she still doesn't understand, like, the shit that woman put me through. Like, did I do my shit? Yeah, I did my shit. But my
there's two.
Like, my shit, like, I was stuck in a relationship where I felt alone all the time. Like, what the fuck did you think I was gonna do? Like, you bred that situation on your own. Like, should I just fucking left? Yeah, I should have just fucking left. But I loved her, and I still wanted to be with her. It's just like, there were needs that needed to be handled. Like, if I could just felt honestly, if I could just satisfy those needs and still be with her, then everything would be perfect. That's where my head was at. But unfortunately, that's just not a thing.
Was that when you left me?
No, like all the shit that all the girls and stuff like that throughout our relationship.
Okay, go back to you and her talking.
That was it. I mean, that was basically our whole conversation. I just told her, I'm like,
She didn't say anything. Like, she said something. She goes, you co-parent so well, then something happened.
because we got into an argument. We got into another fucking argument.
Well, because it literally has to be said. Like, you guys have to both talk and get it all out. You guys don't do that. You guys go back and forth constantly on certain days and certain times. And it's to the point where, like, it's going to have to be, like, a sit-down and be like, hey,
That's part of the reason why she doesn't talk to me now. And it's fine. It's what I want.
I never knew that. Is that why she didn't speak to me? Maybe thinking I had correct.
It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me.
But
and
she
like,
didn't talk to me.
Because I told her, I'm like, you know, I just can't.
Did she say anything like me?
No. I'm like, I just mentally just can't fucking do this with you anymore. Like, period. Like, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with your shit.
I mean, she said bye to me, but I still feel like it's freaking. I even walked up and said, hey guys.
Like, she said, I don't know, she said something about, like, his knee or something like that. She was standing in front of us, like, walking away, and she...
Yeah, you asked
she
me,
talked
like, have you put weight? And she turned and looked at you and said, it's acting like it not, like, nothing ever happened.
Yeah, but he looked at both of us, she looked at both of us and said something about
it. Yeah, but it's like...
Oh, boy. What's up, Brano?
Normally she sits behind us and in front of us.
What?
I think it's funny when certain, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. I feel like she brings a lot of it on herself. But she cries wolf, everybody else is in the wrong. But I'm pleased that you did what you did. But I don't like that you didn't tell me. But I'm glad, like, you stood your ground and everything. And now I know, like,
well, I'm
not going to catch you over there fucking fixing her man or doing this or do that, because in the end, I get you can care for her because of your history, but too much caring over there can ruin your future here.
Yeah, the ex, Ryan.
Like, that's the thing.
Well, it's just like, but now we're gonna wander into a different world, right? Now we're gonna wander into a whole fucking different basket of bullshit when I do this. Like, quick explanation of what's happening. So, my daughter, right, is my stepdaughter. But she's mine. She's fucking mine. Alright? So, let's just clear the air about that shit right now. So what happened is, her great-grandfather left her money for college, okay, in a trust. Her dad was the executor on the account. Well, her dad literally spent every dollar. Like, all of it's gone. All of her fucking college fund is fucking gone. I made too much money last year, right? So, my ex was bitching me out on Saturday because, well, you made too much fucking money, so she lost her fucking Pell Grant. Like I had any fucking control over that, or like I would make less money for any fucking reason, because that's the just dumbest fucking shit I ever fucking heard. So she bitched me out about it, and I was talking to my mother-in-law about it, and so the long and short of it is I have money coming this month, right? A significant amount of cash, right? So I asked how, well, her mom told me, well, you know, it's $9,000 for her to go to school for a year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cashier's check for $9,000. I'm going to give it to her grandmother, right? Because she has access to her account. And her grandmother is going to deposit that check in her account. Okay, because me and my daughter right now aren't talking. She's still fucking pissed at me. So I try to talk to her. She won't respond. So I'm taking $9,000, putting in a cashier's check, giving it to her grandmother. her grandmother is putting it in her account, and that's going to cover her school for the next year. So she doesn't have to worry about FAFSA. She doesn't have to worry about a Pell Grant. She doesn't have to worry about anything. It's all fucking paid for a whole fucking year. So, like, we're just kind of going through the motions right now of, like, all the fucking shit that we've been dealing with this fucking woman. And so I was doing some downloads, so I figured we'd just do like a little, I guess, podcast, you know, kind of like my life situation, because it's actually kind of funny. Well, it's funny. Like, we still get, you know, it's like the whole...
It's just a complete circle. It's like a infinity symbol. It just keeps going around and keeps going around because the girl is not happy in her own relationship, so she goes out of her way every time we see her. She knows what buttons to push. She knows what to say because she knows we're listening.
Well, my therapist tells me, like...
She doesn't know half the shit that goes on over here unless she digs it out of your kids.
Well, like, I tell my therapist everything, right? And I'm always very honest with her about everything. Like, I was very honest about, like, the bullshit that I did that was the reason that Tracy left me in the first place.
I mean, I can walk up to your ex and say, "Hey, Trace, I spent almost like $2,000 to $3,000 each on your kids in 7 months since I've known them."
But, like, the thing, what I'm getting at here is, like, Tracy, tells me all the time, she's like, what the fuck do you tell your therapist? I'm like, the truth? Like, because I told her at one point, I'm like, oh yeah, my therapist thinks that we should have never been together in the first place. And it's not just me, it's you too.
Have you ever told her about the up north part?
Which part?
Family time up north when you're and her new boyfriend does it and shit?
No, Tracy told her that while we were in therapy together.
Yes, I know that, but I said, did you tell Tracy that the therapist was like, what the fuck?
No, I never told her that part. Yeah, therapist was like, absolutely fucking not. Like, do not. Like, I don't know why she even thought that was okay. Like, she was really confused on why Tracy thought that was okay that we do family trips together still. When she has a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend, but yet somehow going on family trips
like,
is still okay.
Tracy, this is not Christmas. And I will tell you, I hate that bitch. I hate that woman for what she did on Christmas.
What, Ryan, what do you want me to document? Like, what exactly do you think I need to document?
What everybody tells you. Everything with her kids. How you go into the fridge, there's no food. She only spent $400 for 5 people in my house for a month. How your kids never have underwear clean. Your boys never eat before soccer games. When they're with us, they eat like they've never eaten in months. The boys are too fucking skinny. Like, I mean, we feed them Andiamos, Carrabba's. Like, we take them out, and those kids eat. It's not about we have money to take them out, but those kids are not getting fed at her house. For you to tell me, especially her mom.
Well, I understand that I'm paying for stuff that I don't need to. Don't get me wrong. Like, you have to understand, my daughter's going to be 19 this month, okay? So, like, even if she was biologically mine, I mean, it's not unless it was court ordered, I wouldn't have to actually pay for it anyway. That's really not the point, right? So the point is, I've been in this girl's life since she was 4 years old, okay? I've paid, like, her dad never paid for anything at all. Like, getting him to buy her a sweatshirt was like pulling fucking teeth. And I'm not even fucking joking. Like, we got into an argument one time because he refused to buy her a sweatshirt. Like, this is the kind of shit I had to deal with, like, for 14 years. But, like, I have a significant investment in this child. Like, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. I paid for her travel softball. I paid for her orchestra, all her orchestra shit that she got fucking in. She's gonna play softball for fucking Wayne State next year. She got a $18,000 scholarship because I paid for her fucking orchestra. Like, I paid for all her higher schooling when she was in high school. That's why she finished high school with an associate's degree. Like, I paid for all that shit. All that shit was paid for by me because I worked 12 and 16-hour fucking days to make sure that that was done. I didn't sleep. I would pull 30-hour days, 40-hour days, 50-hour days to make sure that I would do all the work that I needed to do and still make it to her fucking tournaments and shit. Like, no sleep. I was up for 3 days at one point because I worked 16 hours, went home, got them ready to go on a fucking softball tournament, got them packed in the truck, sent them off, went back to work, worked 16 more hours, got off of work, and then went 2.5 hours across the state to watch her play softball for 10 hours, and then went back to the hotel. And then she wanted a guitar, so we drove another hour out of our way to go get her a new guitar, and then drove back to the fucking hotel. Like, I pulled a 50-hour fucking day that day to make her fucking happy. So, like, trust me when I tell you, I will fucking cut somebody for this little girl. Like, I swear to God. Like, I will fucking bury any person in the fucking ground for this little girl. Like, when she needs something, like, she's just gonna fucking get it, and that's just gonna be the end of it. So, right now, what she needs is $9,000 so that she can go to school next year and not have to worry about anything. So what she's gonna get is $9,000 so she can go to school next year and not have to worry about it. Yeah, and I don't need the credit. Like, I don't need the credit. I don't need credit for doing it. Like, I don't expect anybody to give me a pat on the back for it. Like, I just don't. My daughter fucking needs it, and she's gonna fucking have it. If she called me fucking tomorrow and said, Dad, I need 10 grand. Like, if I got it, well, you got it. Like, if I got it, you got it. That's my child, dude. Like, she's fucking mine. So, right now she needs $9,000. She needs $9,000 so she can go to school next year. She could. Okay. Let me backtrack a little bit. Could she get FAFSA? Right, student loans. Of course she gets student loans, 100%. And I've been told that by a couple people. Like,
but if you got it, give it to her because student loans are gonna drain her in the end.
Yeah, like Jess said, like, if I got it, we'll just give it. And I got it. Like, there's no reason for her to pull out student loans when I literally got the cash. So I'm just gonna fucking take $9,000, put it in her fucking account, and be like, here you go, babe, you're good. Like, you're just good for the next year. Don't worry about it. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. Her mom did nothing for her college. It's not her fault. Her dad literally spent every fucking dime of her fucking college money on a Harley, on a new truck, on new tattoos to remodel his house. Like, it's not her fault. It's not her fault, and I refuse. I am sitting here refusing to let anybody think that that is her fault. I refuse to do it. I absolutely refuse to do it. I'm not going to let anybody make her think that that was her fault at all. So her whole next year of college is all on me. So she's good. She's solid. She didn't have to worry about shit. So that's where we're at. Now I'm starting to get pissed. To be quite honest, I'm getting quite upset.
Why?
Because it's like.
But don't get upset because there's nothing we can do right now about it.
Well, I'm doing something about it. Like, I'm doing something about it, and that's fine. It's just like, how the fuck did we get here? Like, really? Like, everything was put in place, right? For her to go to college and be fine and be set and not have to worry about anything, you know. And I didn't put money away because
that's like my grandpa paid for all my college from 2011 to 2021.
I spent 10 years getting told that she's good on college. Don't worry about it. And something always told me, like,
it's not your fault.
Something always told. I know it's not on me. It's not my fault. I know it's not my fault. But But something always told me, I'm like, maybe I should start putting some money away. Like, I always...
but don't hate yourself for that.
I don't. Trust me. But something always told me, like, there was always that little...
Let's not be you're putting something away for your boys.
I haven't put anything away for anyone.
That should be our next conversation.
I don't think the boys will... I mean, the boys will be fine. Like, the boys will be fine because of the money that I make, and they're spread out far enough to where, like, yeah, are they going to have to take some student loans? Yeah, they're going to have to take some student loans, but, like, Dad's going to have... Yeah, Dad's going to have enough money to where, like, they're not going to be like me. They're not going to be $80,000 in debt. Yeah, well, yeah, I paid 15 of it. But, like, my student loans between both my degrees, because I have 2 degrees, was $80,000, right? I'm down to 65 now, yeah, but, like, they might have, like, 20, 30, you know?
I'm just curious, like, after all this, like, since now I know you guys had this secret conversation, now it's coming up a week later, like, where do we go from here? Like, do I still be my nice self around her? Like, because she didn't say anything to me on Saturday. Like, do I go out of my way next time I see her to actually, like, I walk down there and ask her, how are you doing today? You doing okay today?
Which is really funny because it's very hypocritical. You never say hi to Mike and you're a dickhead about it. She didn't say hi to you. Is she a dickhead about it?
Like,
it's a very hypocritical statement.
Even though you told me, like, you know,
but
you don't need to look out for her, but, like, I seen her, like, post some shit. I'm like, dude, you good?
She loves being a fucking hypocrite about literally everything. I've realized that.
But, like, think about it. I've reached out to her about if she was okay. At games, I talk to her. I give her some advice. We talk. Like, so you get in a fight with my boyfriend that I don't know about, apparently, and now you don't want to speak to me at all. Like, I think she might still be over me spending money on the kids, because it's just kind of been a thing now.
Well, I don't
really care.
You know, like, my thing is, too, is, like...
Because now she has her mom bitching at us during the games,
Her mom will say things to me, right? Like, she knows... Her mom knows me well enough to, like... She won't push buttons, but she'll, like, push me in directions and, like, guidance. Like, she tries to guide me in certain ways, and I know that it's not always, like, in my best interest. You know, it's in Tracy's best interest, because that's what she's looking out for, right? She's not looking out.
She's telling me to give Tracy a job at my place. I said, like I told your mom, I'm done helping. I've tried to help. Like that, those things bother me. You have 3 fucking kids. You are divorced. Guess what? Time to put big girl pants on. You should be paying for your own insurance. You should be paying for your own car insurance or your medical insurance. She shouldn't be relying on you for anything. Like, I think it's ridiculous that you two think that a phone bill and medical are comparable, or truck insurance are comparable. It's not, and it's really stupid for her to think that as an older adult, where she needs to now be dropped from everything. Like, I really believe that is the next step, is dropping her from medical. You need to take care of your phone. Get that shit dropped. She needs no part of it. You pay for those house because those kids live there. I am fine with that.
I pay for the house. I don't pay for the house because the kids live there. I pay for the house so I don't lose my house. Because at the end of the day, because...
I will tell you this, I will never move in there.
Oh no, we're going to sell it, babe.
I will never
Baby,
move in.
listen to me. She fucked up. I looked at the divorce order. Okay? I went through the divorce order. The only thing it says in the divorce order is that I am legally obligated to make sure that she has a home until they're 18. That is it. She has no rights to the house at all. Nowhere in there says it that I have to give her half the house. Doesn't say anywhere in there that she gets the house. It doesn't say anywhere in there that I have to.
So what does it legally say you have to pay for?
That I have to pay for her to have a domicile until the kids turn turn of age.
So please tell me just tell me who made the fucking decision about insurance and phone bill.
We did. It's not. It's not.
But
It's not in the divorce
do
order.
you think that was made?
Sorry.
Do you think that was made stupidly? Like you guys were just going through divorce, it wasn't thought about, and you were in a point where you're like,
I don't think it was.
I'm just gonna sign it because
It was an agreement between the two of us. Like, all right, you got the phone, I'll get the car insurance, and everything will be fine. So, like, yes, I understand it's not apples to apples. She thinks it is because she's only thinking about, well, you're paying for my car insurance, I'm paying for your phone.
I'm just getting
She's
nervous.
She's not considering Riley in this
right,
facet.
but I'm
like,
just you still saying I'm paying for their
Listen to
car
me, listen to me.
insurance. I know, but for you to say that I'm paying their car insurance makes me feel like she's like I got him still. Like I know that's probably not it, but from my point of view and as your girlfriend, it's like I feel like you just like, bitch, bye. Like, here, we're paying for your house so you can have a house. Like, I gave you money to pay for her ass to live in that house this month. Fucking bye. That's all you need from him. You don't need car insurance. There is fucking Aflac. There's a General. They have commercials. Shit is cheap. You can go on Medicare. There's USAA insurance. There's priority. There's all these different things. Like, it's not that hard. Grow the fuck up. You're 40-something years old.
Baby, it's not about growing the fuck up. She wants someone to just take care of her the rest of her life.
Yeah, well, she needs to learn how to take care of herself. That's why I keep telling you.
That's what
you gotta let her fall.
And that's why she told me, she's like, I don't want a man fucking take care of me. I'm trying to learn how to do it on my own 2 feet.
Yeah, you're not. Because
Yeah,
you're
and
still
you're realizing really quick that you fucking can't. Well, you know, you've offered and Mike's offered, and I'm like, yeah.
Offered what?
Well, just like the stuff that I've tried to help with over the past couple months, that she refused. You know, it's not for the betterment of her. It's for the betterment of the fucking children. You know, the kids. She's like, yeah, I know you've offered and Mike's offered, and I just keep saying no.
I highly doubt Mike offered.
And I'm like, okay, but I'm just really struggling. Fucking weird, dude. Like, you're telling me you're having a hard time. Right? Because, oh, well, you're really struggling. So, well, who the fuck did you think paid the bills for 14 years? You thought you
it's a
did?
harsh reality check.
You fucking thought you did? For 14 years, you thought you financially took care of fucking anything in this house? I'm like, I love that you like to tell people that you did, but you fucking didn't. Like, you definitely fucking didn't. And now you're realizing, oh yeah, I really didn't. Because you didn't. That's why you're fucking broke all the time. Because, like, you're making just enough to pay the utilities.
Because she doesn't want to. Like, this is the thing. Oh, this is the thing too. She can easily. She told me what, last week or something like that. She was gonna give her manager, like, on that Thursday or whatever when Raylan has MRI or whatever results.
Yeah,
like,
her sister gave her a fucking...
Yep, I was going to tell him right at the end, like, this is it or
yeah,
not.
she told me, she was like, now my job's up in the air.
When did she tell you that?
The other day. It's in my text.
Well, I haven't read your phone in a very long time.
What did she say? Pretty sure it's in here. Did she call me and tell me about that?
After you told her not to call you?
We talked. I know we talked. I don't know if we talked on the phone or if it was in text. Maybe I talked to her on the phone.
her after you told her not to call you about stupid shit.
I don't know. Maybe I honestly don't know. Yeah, I must have talked to her on the phone. She was telling me about, she just said my job's up in the air now. And the only thing I think of, I'm like, well, you handed them an ultimatum, and now now you don't know if you're gonna have a job. Like, you better figure that shit out real fucking fast.
Yeah, but she said she had a job offer at the other office.
That one's dead.
Her last thing.
Yeah, she told me her job's up in the air, and they're not gonna offer her a job at the other office.
Where are you going? Well, these are what I got. She said, I put in a formal request for the manager position and pretty much already doing it end of last week. If they don't give me that, then I am leaving. My second job offered me a full time and are allowing me a few days to give them an answer. Then she goes, yep, my Friday job. More money and benefits. So I'm informing my current boss of that offer at the end of the day today, which was the day that Raylan threw his test results. If I get manager position, it'll be more money than the other place. She goes, yeah, big decision to make for sure. That's last I've heard.
Well, what she told me is basically the Friday job's dead because at best it lasts till April next month.
What?
One of the doctor that she serves leaves.
She's not gonna work there,
like in like 2
there
weeks.
at all.
Yeah.
So why would she say that they offered her a full-time position then?
She was lying about everything.
Okay, so go on. So what she told you that that's just dead?
She told me that one's probably dead because he leaves in April and she hasn't heard anything from them.
Okay.
So, and then she gave her fucking boss an ultimatum in a letter, and he hasn't answered yet. And as far as I know, he still hasn't fucking answered yet. So, after working for him for, let's see, Raylan is 11, so that's 6 years, and then the 2 or 3 years she worked for him before. So it's like almost 10 years of service. He's just not gonna do it. So she's kind of fucked right now.
So that's why her mom was like, God, listen. You guys had this conversation. Man, you were really keeping the conversations between you two a secret.
No, it's just none of your business. It sounds bad when I say that, but
I know, because we used to talk about them all the time.
No. I'm not saying it like that because it's a bad thing. It's just, you know, like Sean told me once. Our neighbor, he was having problems with Trish, his wife, and me and Phil, my other neighbor, who I thought Tracy was fucking. We asked him at one point. You're like, hey man, are you all right? And he's like, what do you say? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. He's like. But quite frankly, even if I wasn't, it's none of your fucking business. I'm like, that's
So
actually.
if I'm gonna be your wife today, you
I
gonna
looked
still
at him
keep it?
straight in the face and I told him, I'm like, you know what? To be quite frank, that's a fair point.
Why was it my business?
No, I just don't want to freak you out. Like I don't want you flipping out or having anxiety for any reason.
Like I was those couple times.
Like it's just no
I take
point.
meds for it.
I know, but there's no reason to like freak you out for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
But, like, she really, like, okay, so that's where we're at. With that, now she's got Mike back.
Well, she's still with Mike. I don't know. She's got him back. She's still with him.
Oh, he didn't hold her hand the whole time at the game. He grabbed it. He was like this. He was like rubbing her leg like this, and then she went to go grab his hand, and she rubbed it for a second, then he pulled his hand away.
She put her head on his shoulder.
I think I see that for a second. I just really didn't give a shit. She didn't say hi to me, and I just kept walking back and forth. Going to see Ray.
I just thought it was funny when Mom's like, "Hi, Mike." I'm like, "Oh, he's not saying hi to people. Oh, fucking weird, Trace. Fucking weird. Your man doesn't say hi to people like your parents at all. Didn't say hi to her dad either.
No, her dad hadn't say hi. I walk up and say hi, and if I don't say hi, what happens? What happens?
You know what happens.
Her mom says, "What's wrong? You guys okay today?"
Well, that's the thing that, you know, I've been trying to explain to her mother. I'm like, you think your daughter's one thing, and she's definitely the opposite. Like she, when I told her, I was like, well, someone's sabotaging it every time I fucking break any ground. She's like, she would never do that. She talks to me all the time. She would never do that. And I'm like,
she does, because your daughter talks to her daughter like they're best fucking friends.
I'm like, without telling her straight to her face that she lies to her face. I'm like, it's not what you think it is. Like the shit that she says to you is not always. She's like, no, she never fucking lies to me. Okay. All right, whatever you say, man. She ignores your phone calls all the time.
Like,
she doesn't want to talk to you half the time. Like, you don't understand how much, like, your daughter is willing to just, like, not give a fuck about you. Like, seriously. I hate to break it to you, but that's just the fucking thing it is. She lies to you all the time. Oh, I was busy. I couldn't. No, you weren't. You literally picked up your phone like, I don't want to talk to you right now, and set your phone right. You lie to your mother all the time.
I was gonna talk about something else, but I don't really want to talk about that. We worked on that.
What? Well, we know about the cancer shit. I have cancer, and it just might be a virus. The song just said, "Karma's coming back for you."
I feel like I love and support you in a way I can, but it will come to a point. It will come to a point where it's gonna push and push and push, and I'm gonna snap and I'm gonna say something, and you're just gonna have to back me up and whatever.
Baby, if you want to fucking say something, just say something.
To her?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
You did on Saturday. You told me not to on Saturday.
Well, you had a couple drinks on Saturday. I don't want you going ham on it.
Like, come at me at Christian's game next Saturday, or let me hear something. Yeah, I think it's because I have lotion on, but I'm like gonna say something next Saturday. If I hear anything about these fucking dirt bikes and quads, I'm gonna say, you guys have nothing to worry about those. Chris is not buying them. I'm gonna straight up say, my mom is buying them for the boys for
Don't
our
say
property.
that. Don't say that.
Why? They can't say shit?
They just say it's coming from us. That's it. That's all you need to say.
Can I say it's coming from me and my mom?
You say it's coming from you. That's all you need to say.
It's like getting to a point where certain things are like pissing me off, right? I'm just gonna be like, listen.
And honestly, if you say, "Oh, it's coming from me," then it's just that it just digs that knife in just a little bit deeper. Because of that
I'm just
extra
gonna
inch or two.
be like, if this is gonna be an issue of the dirt bike.
Well, I told her mom. I'm like, I talked to Jess. Me and Jess talked about it. We went out. We talked about it. We can do both. I'm like, they'll still get their stuff, and I'm gonna give Riley the money. She's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. I'm like, we're just gonna do all of it. She's like, huh? Yeah. Weird how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, somebody that wants to work. Like, it's just gonna come down to the point where, like, if I keep hearing shit about the money and this and do this, it's gonna be like to the point where I'm just gonna sit there and be like, there are so many fucking jobs.
If I have to hear from her one more time about fucking money, I'm just gonna be like, listen, I make money, you don't. That's just the fact of it. Like, so deal with it.
I wish that you would throw it in her face and say, I'm sorry that, like, you're upset because I make money and I have somebody that makes money and is willing to invest in our children and or whatever, however you want to put it. Like,
No, I'm just gonna tell her straight up and be like, it's not my fault I make money and you don't. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. That's a you problem, not a me problem. I'm done.
a little bit more.
I'm done fucking letting her fucking sit here and talk to me like her not making money is my fault. That's not my fault.
I'm not, and if I hear about the mic thing again, I'm be like, Tracy, I clear as day have walked up to you and Mike and have talked to you, and he has laughed in our conversations and has joined, but never once has said hello. Never once has said goodbye. I'm not gonna be the first person to do it because I've already done it 3 or 4 times. I walked up to you with cookies and talked to you and Mike, and his daughter talked to me. Like, bro, your fucking 9-year-old daughter can talk to me, but you can't? Oh, and your beard really itches? You hear him say that? Yeah, it's growing out. It really itches. I forget why he had to grow it out. I don't know.
Because he had a stupid fucking handlebar mustache.
No, there was something else. Why do I feel like there was something wrong?
No,
They
he
said
just-
that
he
he
wants to
wasn't
go-
allowed to shave.
No, he's going to a full beard now.
No, didn't he say something about how, not him, but I thought Tracy said something about, yeah, they won't let him shave because of something. Oh my gosh, he did say it. Oh, I gotta think about it.
No, he's trying to go to a full.
No, Tracy said something like the doctor something said he couldn't shave his face, and that's what he just told her dad. And he's like, oh yeah, you can't shave still, huh? Oh yeah, it's getting long, it's getting aggravating or something. There was a reason, and you weren't there. There was a reason why he couldn't shave.
Well, stop being a bitch about it.
I don't remember if it was
Alopecia or something?
I don't remember what it was something, I don't know if it was a dermatologist, if it was a doctor. I just remember Tracy saying something. I said he's not allowed to shave. Or he can't shave. I don't know if it was like allergic reaction. I can't remember. It was something really fucking stupid. But I know he's not growing it just to grow it. I remember her Thursday saying that he couldn't. I remember
Not
that.
my fucking problem.
But it's funny how we hear some rude shit about him when he's not there. And then when he's there, it's all daisies and rainbows. I just don't. To me, the one thing that like really truly bugs me is I don't even give a shit if she hears me. And like you said, you've heard it on my mouth a few months ago anyways. I call those boys my stepkids. I don't give a shit. Those are my stepkids. I don't have a ring on my finger by you, but I know they're my stepkids. That's just like Riley being your step. Okay? Like, I do a lot for those boys, and I make sure I spend time with them. I have gone to every game unless their mother says so. I have been to every fucking game of those kids since I've known them. Regardless. He has showed up to how many?
It's Christian. One Raylan.
I have showed up when I didn't feel good. I have showed up no matter what.
If he can't touch her, he ain't coming. She don't want to fucking see it. That's on her fucking back. That's fine.
Like, to me, that just seems so wrong. Because those boys, and especially for Raylan to be a mama's boy and being her number one shining person in her world, and he doesn't give the respect to that kid.
And that's why, that's probably what I fucking should have told her. Be like, listen, it's not my fault that you're fucking dating a dude that only wants to fuck you. That's why he only wants to watch movies. That's why he only shows up to Christian's games, because you're there. He won't show up to Raylan's games because you're not there.
Yeah, there's no pictures of them going out. The only time they went out was when we went to Traverse City. Trying to piss you off because you were out north with your mom and the kids.
It didn't piss me off. I didn't give a fuck.
No, but I'm just saying. But I think it's wrong that we get excited and like, haha, date night number 6, date night number 5, like, it's because we want to be around each other because we like to do things together, you know. Like, I feel like we have our arguments here and there, but I do feel like we're very good at communicating. But I get scared when you get into your certain issues. Are you literally not listening to me right now?
I'm listening to you.
Are you sure?
I like this song.
I'm just saying, like, I think we really communicate really well, and I feel like she doesn't. So she's gonna have issues with Mike. And I'm sorry that she is, because I think she would have been better off with the first one, but I feel like she physically sabotaged.
Well, she did something with Kevin to make him think that this was not gonna end up long term. I mean, that's what she told me he said, so. Like, well, clearly, you did something.
Yeah, but what changed from Kevin to Mike? You let Mike meet them? Like...
She's forcing it.
Yeah.
She's forcing it because we're happy and we're together, and, like, she sees what's happening.
But she's not even doing anything with the kids. She fucking took... Christian said that they came over for a game night and he was forced to play one game with them. Raylan, I know Raylan played because Raylan loves to win at board games. The kid ain't playing to hang out with Mike and his daughters. And Christian said his oldest sat on the couch. Yeah, because he always don't give a fuck. That's like Riley. She don't give a fuck right now.
Christian doesn't want to do anything.
But I'm just stating, like, even his 2 girls sat on the couch. He didn't do anything.
Well, I can tell you right now, my son does not want any part of
Oh,
this.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe Raylan doesn't want either, but you know your kid is a psychopath for freaking board games. He likes to play board games.
He is.
But, like, it's... I know that I keep saying this, but I love it because it just makes me, like, aha, bitch. Every time I show up at a game, Raylan smiles and he comes right over by me. And he goes, Miss Jasmine, look at this. Because I don't care. I don't have kids. If I have the money and you want a snack, sure. Because you know why? You got one for me. Like the one day when she said, oh my God, I was so busy. I didn't even eat dinner.
Not one time has he ever fucking offered to get any of my kids anything.
Yep.
He always makes her pay for it.
And Raylan comes up to me.
Or she pays for it. He's never once reached in his pocket. One time.
But what I love is like Raylan comes up to me. Christian, does he come up to me? No, but he will come sit right next to me. I'll talk to me. Landon hugs me now. Landon's little sister comes and hugs me now. Like, it makes me just feel all sparkly and shiny inside.
Oh yeah, because it's fucking dang that knife.
It's just funny. It's like you just think that you were the baddest thing in the world, and you're not. You know what I thought about Saturday? She wears the same fucking outfit to every soccer game.
Yeah.
If it's not the green hoodie, it's the black thing that she had on Saturday.
That black lace thing, yeah.
Yep, with the tank top and the leggings.
She does that all the time.
Every single game. Or she's got the little half zip up black jacket. If it's cold out, it's half zip up black with the leather coat on.
No.
I'm like, didn't you just wear this at the game last week. Oh, my ankles hurt. I gotta go home and face it.
Well, her ankle's hurting. She didn't break her ankle.
That he leaves in.
Your ankle's hurting? Really? That's weird because you said you broke your foot.
I love
seen
how,
the
I
X-rays.
love how all the moms. It is kind of funny that she's assistant coach. Yes, so have seen a hot dog. But I take the other mom's word for it. There's a hot coach. He has 2 kids that are on the team that are on travel.
I don't know, baby.
So, yeah.
You want to go to bed, my love?
Who?
You.
Why, are you kicking me out?